Hi, my name is Omari Souza. I'm the professor of graphic design and design research at Texas State University.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Disarli, and I'm a graduate student at Texas State, and I was in charge of the publication committee.
Hey, I am Dillion Sorensen. I work in digital delivery for a Fortune 200 company, and I'm a part-time graduate student at Texas State, and I co-chaired the essay committee for this publication.
Hi, my name is Leslie Harris. I'm a product designer and graduate student at Texas State University, and I co-chaired the exhibition committee.
In 1913, constructivism was a groundbreaking movement in art, design, and architecture that began in Russia, but really rose to prominence after the Russian Revolution of 1917. This movement was born out of revolutionary mood of the times, where the bourgeois culture was being replaced by the revolutionary proletariat movement. The Bauhaus movement was a reaction to the manufacturing industry in Germany. The Bauhaus movement, instead of trying to turn back to a pre-industrial period of craftsmanship, they embraced the new technologies and aesthetics of machinery. This allowed the Bauhaus designers to create a style compatible with growing industrialization. These two movements, which were initially designed of the people, inspired more industry-based styles. Our course, Issues in Crit, was designed to ask critical questions of our industry, mainly whether or not it evolved to give voice to an audience or if it functions currently in spite of one.
So we started our semester with the understanding that a printed publication of some sort addressing contemporary issues in design would be the final outcome for our class. So when we initially sort of received this project, we thought we would start by asking students to present areas of interest they might be interested in researching and writing about, with the hope of uncovering a united area of exploration for our group. We ended up receiving a super wide array of responses. Students were interested in researching everything from biomimicry to imposter syndrome and Black motherhood. One theme was consistent, though, which was a desire for students to apply design methodologies to solve big problems. So we started brainstorming about what topic we could come up with that would encapsulate all these different issues that seemed not united at first, but could potentially be grouped together under one publication. So we arrived at the idea of call and response as an overarching theme to capture a wide range of interests. Similar to the way individuals responding to a speaker might punctuate their calls, we would punctuate global issues with the lens of design methodologies. The publication's editorial team worked with the students to refine and iterate on their initial research to further guide fit within the broader theme. Papers were ultimately selected based on their individual strength and cohesiveness with the rest of the publication.
Part of this project was to create an exhibition that encompassed the idea of call and response in a physical space. We sketched out ideas and ultimately ended up using a space in the Art and Design building. The space had a set of windows that mimicked a designer's grid, so we felt it had a strong conceptual tie to our theme. We also decided to use Post-its as the medium by which our audience could leave their notes. In the end, we created an experience that allowed students, faculty, and visitors to weigh in on their thoughts and feelings based on our calls or prompts. The exhibition was open for a total of 3 weeks, where we collected responses from whoever happened to pass by and participate. Ultimately, we plan to take the responses we got and collect them on a website so participants can later see how their peers weighed in.
We collaborated with the Student Publication Committee to conceptualize the design of the book. We wanted the book to echo the framework of call and response, so we based the design on ideas around dialogue, duality, and asymmetry. We looked to sources like Emigre magazine, which often intersected pieces of type to create tension. We also wanted to play with highlighting the call and response of each featured essay. Our team took these concepts and generated lots of raft ideas for how layouts could be handled. In the design, black and white play off each other asymmetrically, and photographs are treated in black and white so as to not distract the color palette. Gray is also used to blend the two sides of the exchange. Each essay opens with a spread that sets up the reader for the call and response that follows. In order to connect the publication and exhibition, we included an interactive spread that the reader could fill out. We wanted to allow those who didn't get to participate a chance to make their own manifesto. Asymmetrical typography is used to mimic the back and forth of dialogue between designer and audience. We chose a wedge serif for our display type to give it a contemporary and future-facing look and paired it with a grotesque sans. The book is half-letter size and designed to be perfect bound.
In conclusion, the practice of design is an iterative practice whose practitioners strive to find ways to create better and more efficient outcomes. While admirable, this desire can sometimes become a silo in which designers become more distant from the voice of the audience and more reliant on the processes we've grown accustomed to. Our course assignment was not a project, but rather an experiment which not only sought to reevaluate the client-designer relationship, but force our group to think outside of our areas of comfort. While 14 weeks to research and execute was not enough time for us to create a coherent movement, our papers, publications, and exhibit helped us to broaden our gaze on user needs and how they view our responsibilities to them.